far as divorce cases are concerned, as far as settlements are concerned, when the Atul Subhash case came to light. Why do you think that just days after that case, there is another person in the national capital who's decided to take his own life when it probably could have gone some other way? Something else probably could have happened, given that there is now so much emphasis on the misuse of laws, especially after the Atul Subhash case.
Devika, first of all, it is a misunderstanding that this is only the second case which has happened after Atul Subhash case. In fact, daily news are reported in local media, local newspapers about one or the other suicide which a man commits. And if you look at the data, you will see that nearly 122,000 men committed suicide in the year 2022. Now, coming to what kind of laws are there, first of all, laws are made for protection of a certain section of society. I would say that whether it is women-centric laws, child-centric laws, elderly people-centric laws, or SC/ST Act laws, or disability laws, they are meant to protect. They are not meant to harass. They are not meant to extort. But what is happening on the ground is that because there is no misuse clause added to these laws or added to the benevolent provisions of laws, and I would say they are benevolent provisions of law because nothing else is required but a statement of the woman to say that to set the crime in motion. The strong need is to have a strong misuse clause embedded in these laws itself, that anybody who is found misusing these laws to extort, to harass, to bulldoze anybody in doing certain things, these, I think the suicides could ebb a little. The second thing which I want to highlight is that, of course, the ex-CJI is also on record in stating that Indian judicial system as of now is incapable of handling the family disputes, so to say, the disputes between man and wife. And whenever we listen about any divorce, somebody or the else comes up with the mental health aspect of the relationships also. The thing which Dr. Swati just said, that there are multiplicity of litigation. There is a strong need that we should be codified into one single thing. There is no need for having 4 sections of maintenance and having multiplicity. If there is a Domestic Violence Act in which the 498 file can be run, there is no need to have a separate 498 section FIR on the person. But what happens in these cases is that because of multiplicity of the litigation, most of the men, and I'm talking about, when I say most of the men who are not in the upper strata of society, they tend to lose on their employment. They tend to lose on their jobs. Their work is hampered by multiple visits to the courts. They don't have the capacity to pay for all these kind of litigations which are there. Unlike a woman who gets free legal service, a man does not get it, And then add to it, he has to give maintenance, he has to give alimony. And whenever he agrees, such things like Puneet's allegations has come to fore that they agreed for a certain sum, and the wife and her family was demanding more after first motion. I do not know the veracity of the claims, and I have not seen the complete video. I have only seen a snippet of it. So these things should be discouraged. In Delhi, there is, because of High Court judgment, there is a contempt of court case which could have been filed. But if you look at other states, the men don't have even that section aiding them. And in this case also, I think this section or this judgment, whatever Dr. Swati was saying, has probably been challenged because there was a woman who was punished for up to 1 month of imprisonment, and the imprisonment was kept in abeyance. To the best of my knowledge, this judgment itself is under challenge. So the reasons are that there is multiplicity. Number 2, there is only thrust on saving one particular section of society, that is women. I do not want to get into any debate about it, what kind of cases are there, how many cases are there. But what I know is that the number of men committing suicide because of these cases are far, far higher than the number of women suffering from these kind of cases.